All right, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. Aurora here with a song called Exhale, Inhale, Exhale, Inhale. So we love Aurora here on Gordon Guitar. She's a very artistic artist and make great songs. So this one is not an exception. Exhale, Inhale. There's a melody here going on through the entire song, almost, except from the ending. So that is what we are mainly gonna go through here. But first, let's look at the chords, and no need for any capo on this one. So let's start first here with the A minor. So that is open A, second D, second G, first B, and open E. Okay. The next chord will be D minor. So that is open D, second G, third B, and first E. Next chord is G. So that is third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. Then we have E minor. That is open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. Then comes F. So you need to bar all strings here on the first fret. Then you add the third fret here on A, third fret on D, and second fret on G. And finally we have C. So that is third on A, second on D, open G, first B, and open E. Alright, so there you have the chords, 6 chords. And a couple of these chords you actually don't need to know as they are in the chorus, because this is mainly a picking pattern song. But we will have some strumming in the end of this tutorial. But let's start with the main part here, which is the picking pattern. And we're gonna go through the different chords and look at the different notes for each and every chord. So let's start with the A minor. And the chord pressure will be A minor, D minor, G, E minor, and F. All right. So the A minor part sounds like this. All right. So that is basically the A minor chord as it is. So open A, second D, second G, open B, and first B. Okay, so that is the pattern for A minor. You will play that for 4 rounds. So try to do that with some muting going on here. So what I do to mute, I don't want the notes to ring out like this too much. So I'm gonna mute it, and I do it mostly with my little pinky here when I can. I just put my pinky on top of the strings, and that kills the sound. So you can also work with your right hand and kind of let the hand rest on the strings right after you play the last note. So you just put the hand on top of the strings. So in some way, try to mute the strings for this melody. Okay, so that was the pattern for A minor 4 times. Then comes the D minor part, and for this tutorial, it will sound like this. So it was in total of 4 rounds, and the first 3 rounds sounds like this. All right, so that is open D, then open A, then back to open D, second D, and third D. So that is the first 3 rounds. So like this. So that is the same in the beginning here. So it will be open D, then open A, then open D, and second D. So long the same. And instead of playing the last note, which was the third here on the D string on the first 3 rounds, now you're gonna play 2 notes, and that is the 2nd fret G string and the open G. That works as a bridge to the next chord. So again, to repeat, 3 rounds of and on 4th round. Alright. And just you maybe noticed there that this first note here doesn't really match to the sound in the song. And the reason for that is that you will have to tune down the guitar if you want the same sound, because this is the D note here, the open D string. And for you to be able to get the same sound, you would have to tune down the E to drop D tuning. So that means if we play the open E string, it should sound like this. And the real sound should be like this. This darker E there, which is now a D. But we play with standard tuning, and to replace this this D note, we played in the little bit brighter notes here, the open D string. So that is the reason for why it's not exactly the same. We don't want to tune down, because that would change a lot in this song and make it much more difficult. So we go for this middle road here, just change this note to the brighter D and get the full melody in an easy and good way. So let's tune back and play tune like we always do on this channel. Yeah, we're back. Alright, so that was the D minor and the explanation for the D note there. That leads us to the next part, the G part, and that sounds like this. You play that for 3 rounds, and the notes are 3rd fret here on E in the bass, then open D, then open G, 2nd G, and open B. So three rounds. And that's G. And then comes the E minor, and you play just this part like that, only for 1 round. And that is the open E string on bass, then 2nd A, and 2nd fret D string. And you play it like so. There's a short break in between there. Okay. So that is the E minor part. And then we have the final part, the F. And that part sounds like this. You play that for 3 rounds. Okay, so the notes are 1st fret on E string, then 3rd fret on A, 3rd fret on D, open G, and 2nd G. So 1st E, 3rd A, 3rd D, open G, and 2nd G. You play that for 3 rounds, like I said, and with a small break afterwards, like if it would be 4 rounds. So that's the length of the break. So and then, okay, so 3 rounds of F, and that ends the melody. So I'm gonna play this through for you pretty slow, so you can listen, perhaps be able to follow. So let's go from A minor. so on. So yeah, that is the main part of this song. But later in the song, in the outro, about 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the song, like the last parts, we have in the lyrics, take from my world my home. So that is what she sings for 4 rounds in the end. So we have a chord progression there that is A minor, C, D minor, and G. That is the chord progression. You play that for 4 rounds, and that is how the song ends. But we will play this with a strumming pattern. And that is, yeah, there's a lot of notes and music and yeah, stuff going on in the background. But the easiest way to handle this with one guitar is to really play this strumming pattern that will work, and yeah, pretty much will be very similar to the full sound here in the song. So we will learn this strumming pattern. It's very easy. It's down, up 3 times, and that is 1 strumming round. So down, up, down, up, down, up. All right. So if we take the A minor chord, that is the first one. You're gonna play 2 strumming rounds for A minor. Then you shift and play 2 strumming rounds for C. Then you play 3 rounds for D minor and 1 round for G. And you're gonna play that for 4 rounds, this chord progression. And when I play this strumming, it's about down, up 3 times. On the first down, up, I play on the bass strings, and then I play down, up, the last 2 down, ups on the top and middle strings. So to show you with an A minor, it will sound like this. So bass, bass, top, 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 top. That is how one strumming run goes. So A minor 2, C2, D minor 3, and G1. So let's go for a couple rounds. That was 3 rounds. You're gonna play 4, and that is how this cool song from Aurora, Exhale, Inhale, Exhale, Inhale, ends. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Please let me know if it was and what I can do better. I try to read everything you write to me. So please leave a comment if you wish. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and play tuned.